how things work, what they consist of, how things are made, how things are, broken down, and how they decay, and so on and so forth. But my issue is not even with science, it's with people who try to take science and try to use it as a means of replacing God. That therein lies the problem. Because, like I said before, if you were to have spent all day in the kitchen making someone a meal and then didn't get the credit for it, you'd be pretty upset. Pretty upset. So the fact that God put all these wonderful things in place for us, we have an immune system. I mean, our body is complex. This world, like I said, the way it orbits, the way we're perfectly positioned in relation to the sun, the fact that we're not crashing into other planets, just all these different things are in the place. The fact that we have the capacity, we're the only part of creation who knows God. Okay? The Bible talks about man being made in the image of God, and that's another video for another topic. But, we're the only part of creation that knows God. Okay? This couch, where I am, it doesn't know God. Animals, they don't know God. They don't worship God. Mankind is the only part of creation that has the capacity to be able to know God and to be able to worship God. Only part of creation. Okay? And you look at man is the only creature that governs this entire world. That was given to us, mankind. Okay, humans. Okay, you don't see an animal as a president or an ambassador or a prime minister or a king or any type of leadership position. You don't see it. Now, I mean, are animals intelligent? Yeah, they are. There are some that are more intelligent than others. But, as a whole, humans are vastly superior to animals. So, and we've been given dominion, over animals, over this earth. Not to replace God, because some people seem to think that they take certain verses and take them out of context, but just like a super, it's been given authority from a store manager, of a company or a chain of department store. That store manager actually runs the whole show of that building, yet the store manager has given authority to the person, the person that's subordinate to him. So now that person can be a representative of that store manager. Okay? So, in like manner, man is a representative of God. Okay? We govern the world. We don't replace God. But the fact that we are able to do what we do and think how we think, and I mean, if you just look at just our highways, our railroad systems, and subway, all our different modes of transportation, buildings, different technological innovations, all these things. The fact that, we can invent and innovate shows that, that had to come from somewhere. Something before us had to be that intelligent. So, this is just, this, like I said, if anyone has any doubts about whether God exists, I would just say think rationally, think about how the world works today, and kind of work backwards. Um, like I said, just think about how buildings are built, how babies are born. You don't see uh, every building being built. You don't see every uh, baby being born. You know, but you know that it came from a process of creating. And you may even say, well, no, I haven't seen every building being made or anything like that, but I've seen plenty of construction projects going on, and so okay, yeah, that may be the case, but you know you understand that there are things that exist that you still believe were made that you weren't around to see. You know, um, I'll just say like the Grand Canyon. You know, we run around to see a Grand Canyon being formed, but over years, hundreds, maybe I don't know, thousands of years, but over a long period of time, the Grand Canyon was formed. And the fact of the matter is, you never see anybody blowing anything up and creating something out of it. It just doesn't happen. It takes intelligence, it takes planning, preparation, and it it's just not something. It's not a fluke. So I would just encourage you all to let that be the thing to say. Maybe you're a person that just doesn't believe in anything. Let this be the thing. God willing, I was able to say something. God was able to put something in me to say something to you that can just stir something up. I'm not looking to just, I'm converting people because I can't. The Bible says God's the one that get an increase. Me, I'm either supposed to plant the seed or water the seed that someone else has already planted in you. But God is the one that makes that change. But it's up to you to be open to allow Him to do that. And I say allow. It's not that we have to allow God to do anything, but God doesn't force Himself on us. We present. He presents Himself in different ways. Really through His Word. He presents Himself through His Word, and those who spread the Word. But it's up to you to allow yourself to at least be open to hear and receive it. And if you have to do any more research, ask more questions, to do that. But my hope is to at the very least, stir some sort of thought, just to make you think more about it, look more into it. Because if you can believe that God exists, then you can start to move forward and believe in, okay, well, if God exists, okay, yeah, I've come around, I believe God exists. Then you can believe that, well, if He made everything, then you can believe that there's a heaven and there's a hell, and that if you die in your sins, you'll end up in hell. And if you die with the forgiveness, then you'll end up in His kingdom, and so on and so forth. And this could be the start of a whole new wonderful life in Christ for you. So thank you all for tuning in. Feel free to share, feel free to comment, inbox me on Facebook, and don't be shy, don't hesitate. And like I said, I'm new to this whole posting videos, so if I'm kind of off. I don't seem right. Just, you know, credit that to my nerves, not my heart. And you know, I want to, you know, get more comfortable and be more smooth with just talking and everything like that. Because I'm fully aware that, you know, I'm recording myself and people are going to see this, so that kind of has me a little on edge. But you know, I thank God anyway. I thank God for the opportunity to do this. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another video, another topic, and like always, everything we do for Christ is the only thing that matters, and we can only be saved through Christ's forgiveness. So, peace and blessings, and I love you all. God bless.